And what's your birthday?
April 1st.
April Fool's Day. Yes, April
April,
1st.
April Fool's Day.
Great.
April 1st. So, and I come in Spanish.
Awesome. All right. Can you say bye?
Bye. Now you talk.
Okay. I'm Krista Maria Ormsby. I am Danny's wife. As he said, we live in San Diego in Point Loma. And I grew up in San Diego. I'm a native San Diegan. Happy mother of two.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I am a real estate broker, and I help Dan with, designing and all the little odds and ends. And I take care of the kids. Yeah. I don't know what to say. There you go.
I like to play my video games and puzzles and all that stuff. When I grow up, I'm going to be a pilot. I think my mom and dad said I'm 8. And that's about it.
I'm Sunova Ormsby. I'm married into the family. The children, I have 2 children, Danny and Ingrid. 4 grandchildren. I'm retired and I live in Vista, California with my husband Dan. I retired from the school district in Palm Springs, and now I'm doing a lot of yard work and so forth, and taking care of my kids and visiting with my family.
Okay, I'm Ed Maddox. I am related to the family by marriage, and this is my wife sitting next to me. She's an Erskine. We both went to Pacific Union College and graduated. We've been teachers for many years. We were with Youth with a Mission for 9 years, made 2 trips out into Asia to witness to people, and so we visited 7 different countries over there, and had quite a nice time of it. Recently, we retired when we were in our early 60s, and we're living in Iowa now and just enjoying our retirement. We don't enjoy the cold weather back there too much, but that's the way it goes.
He said we were retired in our 60s. It was more like 67. So it's been quite a while. But we had a wonderful time when we went into Asia. We were in 7 different countries for short periods of time as missionaries and teachers. We enjoyed that a lot. Being retired in Iowa, there isn't a whole lot to do. And we do miss California. But can't afford the prices out here. Eddie forgot to tell you, he loves gardening, and that's where he spends most of his time. And I spend more of it inside because I don't like the cold outside, and I don't like the hot in either. We have 2 children. Arnie is in Hawaii as a critical care nurse, and Sherry is in San Jose, California. And recently she's getting ready to have her first daughter get married, and that's where we're headed. We're looking forward to it. Ashley and Brittany. Arnie's children are Chantel, Cameron, Aaron, and Sarah Elizabeth. All sweet kids. We love them all.
Okay. Is this for karaoke or? My name's Edward Charles Erskine, and I'm the son of Charles Emmett Erskine, who was the son of Charles Edward Erskine. And along with my Aunt Bonnie and my cousin Kathy, we've kind of put together the family reunion, and my sister-in-law Kathy and my brother David have helped out doing things for us as well. this is kind of an interesting opportunity to meet a lot of people that are somewhat distantly related to us, and frankly, people we've never seen before. My grandfather was married twice, and a lot of the folks that are here today are from the marriage he had with a lady by the name of Mary Hauser. And so it's kind of interesting to see the folks that we've not met before. I grew up in the Los Angeles area and went to school out in Riverside at La Sierra College, and then went to USC for graduate school. I've been a stockbroker since 1988, and I do other things as well. I have a master's in hospital administration. It's kind of been an interesting life, and not just one thing for my whole career. And it's kind of fun here to be looking at my nephew, watching me. And it was been nice today to have so many people here. Again, some of my interests are photography, computers, cars, of course. I've loved cars since I was a little kid. And I'm a single guy, and I think sometime before I turn up, I'm going to maybe move out of the Southern California. I'd like to go somewhere where there are not so many cars and not so much congestion. When I was in training for Dean Witter, I was on the East Coast for a while. We actually worked out of the World Trade Center. And kind of felt more at home on the East Coast than I do in California, oddly enough, and I spent my whole life here. So it's probably be doing that in the next 2 or 3 years. So I think that's about all I've got to say. I have no children that I know of, and no wives that I know of. So that abbreviates my comments a bit. Thanks.
I'm Carol Monsinger. I'm Bonnie Heatland's daughter. I'm the oldest Erskine granddaughter from Charles and down to Ruthie's families. It's been very interesting to see the families change over the years, and I was mentioning to David a while ago that his dad would have just really enjoyed seeing Danny's little boy, Danny, because your dad, Uncle Charlie, always loved the little kids. They were the most important part of any event that anybody ever had. That was his enjoyment out of it. My mother's the social butterfly of the group. She loves to organize and plan and tell you what to do. I'm the business manager for the Salvation Army right now in Bakersfield, California. I like to read. I like to knit. We have another daughter, Heidi, and her family who aren't here today. They're at Tehachapi at the rodeo. Our youngest granddaughter is Miss Tehachapi Rodeo Princess, and so that's why they're not here. So my son-in-law is riding in the posse, and that's kind of what our family does. We'll let Nikki tell us. What do you do for fun, Nick?
Dog, horse,
And go to school.
dog too.
My name is Art. I'm married to Carol, and I'm presently retired from General Motors, and I work at a dealership in Bakersfield. And I have English Cocker show dogs. In fact, I got one out in the car now because the other one's in heat, so I couldn't leave them together today. And we just came down for the family get-together.
Hi, I'm Martha Hayden, and I've been a friend of the family, of Bonnie's family, for about 30 years. Bonnie and her daughter Kathy and I went to Hong Kong together the year that Hong Kong became part of China. And we saw the most wonderful fireworks show. And Bonnie and I had our fortunes told, and I won't tell you what they said.
Hi, my name is Henry Van Stralen, and I'm very new to the family. I met Cassie approximately a year ago. We have been steady since. I met through Cassie. I met her mom just recently, and I'm very delighted to have met her mom. And of course, I met Martha too, a friend of Cassie. I'm delighted to met you, and and all your stories too. And I'm very delighted to have with Kathy. Cassie and I just came back from a trip to Mexico, and we enjoyed it. Actually, a 3-day cruise. And here's Kathy.
Hi, I'm back. I'm glad that everybody's having a good time. It makes me happy. So I'm glad Mom's enjoying herself. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Judy Erskine Ford. My father was Sewell, and I'm here representing the rest of my family. I'm the youngest of 4 children, and my parents moved to Sunnyside, Washington, where they raised us. I'm here with my son Tom and his wife Julia and their daughter Christina. And I have another child whose name is Christina, for whom this little one is named. And Tom lives here in Los Angeles, and my daughter lives in San Francisco, or near San Francisco. And I live outside of Seattle in a town called Hansville. It's a very small town on the Kitsap Peninsula, which is inside the Olympic Peninsula, if you're looking. Oh yes, I have 3 siblings. My oldest brother is Jack, then Bob, and then Patricia, and they are all married and they all have children. And I won't go into that here. That'll take way too long. And I found, actually Bonnie found us by getting in touch with my brother. I know that she's been in contact with my mother, I think, once before and got photographs for her book. But my brother got a message from her in the middle. He's in the middle of moving, so he handed it to me, and I got in touch with Bonnie. So this is the first time we've met any of these family members. And in fact, while I was aware that my father had uncles, we never really were aware that about the uncles' families and their children. So this is it's not a surprise to know everybody's out here, but it's a happy, it's sort of a happy surprise, I guess. Anyway, that's pretty much us. I would say that in terms of personalities, I have my father's personality. He was outgoing, a storyteller, lots of friends, and my kids have some distillation of that. But my granddaughter's pretty shy. Huh?
Hi, my name is Brett Erskine. I'm the son of Kathy and David Erskine. Their father was Charles Erskine, and I'm actually kind of doing the videotape today, and I just wanted to kind of put my little piece in there. And we live in Dana Point, California. And let's see, what else can I add? See, I'm better behind the camera than in front of the camera. I guess you could say that right now I don't have any children, so we're kind of doing our own thing right now and traveling a lot. That's one thing I really enjoy doing. Videography, as you can tell, is a big hobby of mine, and I'm just doing my best to enjoy life to the fullest right now, and finding the time to be around family and friends and just enjoying it. So that's about all I can say for now. Thank you.